Welcome to our series of BESTI short introductory videos. BESTI, our Battery Energy Storage Simulator and Testing Instrument, is a state-of-the-art device specifically developed for the purpose of testing and performance evaluation of the controls and applications of energy storage systems. When deploying an energy storage system, a key aspect is to ensure it meets all your requirements. BESTI is the ideal tool for this verification process. During the factory acceptance test, site acceptance test, and also commissioning, BESTI can help you verify all energy storage system functionalities and create test reports on system performance. This video is designed to provide you with an introduction to this instrument and its capabilities. Let's start with the main page. There are three choices here shown in the three buttons below. Testing mode is the one used to test and verify the battery performance. Simulation mode can be used to simulate a battery management system, but that is not the focus of this video. Finally, the system management option allows you to see and change the system settings such as the tester and battery IP addresses and other key diagnostics. Let's start with the testing mode. BESTI needs to know the system topology to be able to evaluate the battery performance. In this page, the user can define the system configuration. Key factors, like if there are load or PV in the system, can be addressed. If so, how they are connected to the battery can be handled as well. It is possible to define if the battery is single phase or three phase, and also select the battery AC side voltage level. All battery-related parameters are gathered here. The battery's active and reactive power capacities, the battery energy capacity, its efficiency, and other pertinent properties are displayed and modifiable. Operators can touch any of the white boxes to modify the values. There are two buttons beside the main box, which are shortcuts to the system management. One is for the battery IP setting. The other is for the communication library. We're close to running a test. Here we select the type of test we're going to run. You can find the list of the tests and their description in each category in the BESTI user manual. We're going to have a quick look at each category and choose one of those to run a quick test. Let's start with type tests. There are 9 predefined type tests available in BESTI. These type tests are addressing different aspects of the battery performance. We're in the process of creating a short video for each testing mode. In this video, we explore the charge and discharge option. Application tests will evaluate the BMS performance when it is running a specific application. 8 application tests are defined here, covering various applications, from peak shaving to idling capacities of the battery. 6 interconnection tests are defined here to test interconnection capabilities of the batteries. Let's go to the type test to see what we can run. I'm going to show you the charge and discharge test type. To see how the battery follows the charge and discharge commands, an operator can easily set the percentage here, and then choose the charge and discharge mode. I choose 90% and discharge. Then I set the test duration to 3 minutes and press the start button. The test has been started, and this screen shows the active power graph. The red line, as shown on top of the graph, shows the battery set point or target. The green line is the real power measurement coming out of the battery. These values are reported through the Modbus protocol for the specific case of the Tesla battery. The yellow and blue lines are showing the battery state of charge, measured versus calculated. Now we can go back and change the set point or charge and discharge direction during operation. I will keep the value at 90%, but switch the direction to charge. When we go back to the graph, we see that the control system adjusts the new commands and that the new set point is reached. You can also go back and change the percentage. So I will go back and change the rate of charge to 50% and see how the graph reacts. You can see that once the new set point is reached, the system quickly converges. Finally, when the test finishes, or I press the stop button, the system asks me if I need to save the results. Choosing Confirm, the system will save the result in a USB stick connected and give me a report with all the test details. This is a sample of the recorded test result. You can see from the top the type of test that was done. This was a charge and discharge test. You can also tell by the name the date on which this test was done as well as the time. Certain values, such as these, are not necessarily used. That is because the cost operations were not selected. However, other things like the battery parameters that we entered earlier are used. The PV and load are also used for the test as we had entered them. The start time and end time are both given, as well as the initial state of charge. Under the time column, you can see that there are 1-second intervals reported for each of the values that we will discuss. Here we have the state of charge that is measured. This takes into account what is actually on the battery. The state of charge calculated takes into account an immediate convergence to the value of whatever target we set. The target, or the total cost, is not incorporated in this individual test, but it can be selected from other tests in the menu. The total kilowatt hours supplied or consumed by the battery are given here. Now, underneath test point, you can see that the initial test point is set to 900, but it takes about 4 seconds for it to converge to that value. After that value is met, it is fairly steady until we switch it to a charge. Once it's set to a charge, it takes roughly 7 seconds for it to converge fully. This is the time given for it to converge to the new value. Once that's set, you can see that we set it again to a charge of 500 kilowatts. This is almost instantaneous. The number of operations given can be as many as you want for more complex analysis over time, as well as charge and discharge rates can be swapped. I hope this video has helped you to understand better the BESSTI and its capabilities. Please watch our other videos for other test cases. Thank you so much for your time.